Hello again. My name's Gabe Zalma. Well, I just heard that some hackers, some hackers hacked into some accounts. Yeah, email accounts. Yeah, Hillary Clinton's email account being one of them. Well, I'm actually surprised it took this long for that to happen. But I got to believe a lot of people now, in the upper echelon, they got to be biting their nails, you know what I mean? Because if that's true, and if her account was indeed hacked, that's got to be a gold mine of very, very, very valuable information. We always wondered if we'd ever find out who changed the talking points. Maybe this will help us understand who changed the talking points. It might also help us understand who knew what when. It might also help us understand who put the plot together to try to blame everything that happened in Benghazi on a video that was made in California. I can't wait for some of this information to start percolating to the top. But I got to believe a lot of people in Washington, right to the very top, have to be somewhat nervous. Absolutely. And again, I'm surprised that it took as long as it did for some of those accounts to be hacked. And the question is, how many accounts were hacked? That we have yet to learn as well. So, this should prove really interesting. And I think a lot of this resulted from the pressures that were being exerted by some of the senators to try to find out what went on in Benghazi. And again, this whole thing with Senator Lindsey Graham saying, well, yeah, I spoke to some of them, and yeah, they got horrific stories to tell, but they can't tell them. Well, I'd like to know how many there were. I'd like to know what jobs they performed. I'd like to know how long they were in country performing those jobs. I'd like to know who they reported to. I'd like to know who told them to keep silent, whether they received that verbally, and if so, who provided that message verbally. If they received it in an email, who sent the email, and where is the email? There's so many unanswered questions, and all we're really given is little tantalizing tidbits, you know what I mean? They're just tidbits. To say, yeah, I spoke to some of them, and yeah, they have horrific stories to tell, and yeah, they said that they can't talk about them. They were told not to talk about them. That doesn't cut it for me. No, I need to know a whole lot more, and there's no reason that we won't learn a whole lot more, especially if the accounts for some of these key figures, like Hillary Clinton, was hacked. I can't believe if her account was hacked, other accounts weren't hacked as well, like maybe even Joe Baby Biden. Or maybe even, the guy that's running around the White House playing president. That marksman trap shooter, you know what I mean? Yeah, can you believe how they screwed up that picture of him? With that blast of black powder coming out of it this long and coming out the side? Well, anyway. That sort of went under the table too, didn't it? Isn't that amazing? There was a little bit of talk about it and then, boom, gone. Off the radar screen. Anyway, we'll see what happens. But like I said, I think some people in Washington are very nervous now, Hillary being one of them. Who knows, If there's enough information and if it's of a criminal nature, certain people might find themselves incarcerated, you know what I mean? Or, even worse. We'll see. All we can do is do the best that we can do. And the rest is up to the big guy. I don't think he's going to allow this madness to continue much longer. What do you think? I told you what I think.